Cassius Clay against Alejandro Lavorante. Clay, soon Muhammad Ali, fought 25-year-old Argentinian Lavorante in the 10-round match in the Los Angeles Memorial Sports Arena on July 20, 1962. 208 feet tall Lavorante, with the record of 19 wins and 2 losses, was ranked number 3 title contender until he was stopped by Archie Moore on March 30 in this same ring. It was a TKO at 38th second in round 10 out of 10. Alejandro trained for more than a month and was in the finest shape of his career. But he didn't have the speed or craft to cope with 199 feet tall Cassius, the new flying tiger of the heavyweight division, who predicted a knockout of Lavorante in the 5th round. On July 20, 1962, at the crowd of 11,000 viewers, Clay dominated the fight nearly from the opening bell, staggered Lavorante in the second. Clay merely was taking his time and enjoying it. Midway through the second round, he lashed out with a lead right to the jaw that wobbled the bigger but much slower Lavorante. From that moment on, it was Clay's night. He opened a cut in the corner of the baffled Argentine's left eye in the 4th, and finished the onslaught with his 2 blazing knockdowns at 1:48 of the 5th, with Lavorante haplessly sprawled on his back in a neutral corner. Alejandro said it would be back to the minors if he didn't win, and that's probably the proper place. It reduced Lavo's record to 19 wins, 4 losses, and was the second time he's been stopped in 2 starts this year. It was Clay's 15th straight triumph as a professional and his 12th knockout, and it was by far his greatest performance. On November 15, 1962, at Sports Arena, Los Angeles, California, Cassius Clay and Archie Moore fought a 12-round boxing match. Clay had previously trained under Moore for a short time, but he became dissatisfied and left Moore because of his attempts to change his style and his insistence that Clay do dishes and help clean gym floors. So Cassius left his camp and joined Angelo Dundee. Moore was nearing 49 years old. The age disparity between the 2 fighters was so great that Archie began fighting professionally 7 years before Clay was born. Clay and Moore had appeared on a half-hour television program entitled The Great Debate. Clay predicted he would stop Moore in 4 rounds. "The only way I'll fall in 4, Cassius, is by tripping over your prostrate form." "If I lose," said Cassius, "I'm going to crawl across the ring and kiss your feet. Then I'll leave the country." "Don't humiliate yourself," said Archie evenly. "Our country's depending on its youth. Really, I don't see how you can stand yourself." "I'm a speaker, not a rabble-rouser. I'm a conversationalist, you're a shouter." He's like a man that can write beautifully but doesn't know how to punctuate. I don't really think he believes all the things he says. He's a wonderful-looking young man. You can never tell what goes on in a young man's mind, though. I don't care what Cassius says. He can't make me mad. All I want to do is knock him out.
Well, I realize that Archie's a great fighter. Archie is a great old fighter. But Archie Moore is going around popping off, and he's inventing a lip buttoner for me. See, I've earned a reputation as the Louisville lip. Well, since he's going to invent a punch called the lip buttoner, and I'm the one who usually does the popping off, but he's starting, so I cut this from 8 rounds to 4 rounds.
Here's Clay entering the ring in Los Angeles, California. Here comes the marvelous gray-haired old man of boxing, Archie Moore, waving to the crowd, shaking hands with Cassius Clay.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? From San Diego, California, heavyweight at 197 pounds, Archie Moore. From Louisville, Kentucky, at 204 pounds, loquacious Cassius Clay.
All right, shake hands now, make a great fight.
43-year-old Archie Moore, in black trunks, moves across the ring to take on the dancing master, Cassius Clay.
From the beginning, Archie came out in a severe crouch. He clumped in pursuit of Clay, but only rarely had the opportunity to punch.
Archie Moore has been a professional fighter since 1936. Archie holds the all-time knockout record, previously held by young Stribling. 106 professional fighters failed to go the limit with this sharp-punching Archie Moore.
Always just out of range, firing a dazzling variety of swift hooks, jabs and uppercuts at Archie's top floor.
Clay moving well, boxing sharply. The brilliant young Cassius Clay won the 1960 National AAU and National Golden Glove heavyweight titles. Since turning professional 2 years ago, Clay has had 15 fights, winning them all, 12 by knockout.
Near the end of the round, Clay slowed down, directly exchanging strikes with Moore, who showed a great dodging technique.
Moore has a sneaky right hand that can take any fighter out of there with one punch. Clay has to be very careful. And there's the end of round one.
Second round went much like the first, Clay ceaselessly punching Moore, who was swaying in crouch like an old bear.
Clay seems very confident, taking pot shots at Archie Moore. Moore covering up. Moore weighed in at 191 pounds this evening.
Cassius missed at times, but as Dick Sadler, Archie's chief trainer, said afterwards, Clay missed 100 punches, but he threw 200.
Those are stinging punches by Clay.
Through the second round, Archie had a hard time catching Cassius, rarely landing strikes.
Archie won the light heavyweight championship in 1952. Archie has defended the light heavyweight title 8 times, of which 7 of the challengers were flattened before the finish.
Clay attacked Moore with a furious combination to the head at the end of the second.
Ripping punches by Clay. And there's the end of round number 2. Cassius Clay in white trunks seems to have taken over here in round 3. Cassius is pot-shotting.
At the beginning of the third, Moore caught Clay with a 3 punches combination.
Clay has waded right into the middle of the leading heavyweight contenders by flattening the highly ranked Alex Mitev. Cassius Clay is serving notice to heavyweight champion Sonny Liston that there is a new and exciting bolt of lightning in the heavyweight division.
About the middle of the round, Cassius, as he admitted later, began to get arm-weary. He had thrown as many punches as most heavyweights do over a full 10 rounds. Punching more slowly, more deliberately, and with greater power, Clay caught Moore with 3 successive rights that forced him back into the ropes, where he endured for a while.
Stinging punches rock Moore. Moore's in trouble. Clay pouring it on here in round 3.
It seemed that Archie was low on stamina, while Clay had complete control of the situation.
Cassius seems to have the fight in complete control. And there's the end of round 3. And this is...
Cassius Clay stated earlier that Moore will go in 4th.
He's been right in all of his predictions. Sharp, stinging punches play. Moore pressing forward, trying to get in that one.
Archie was knocked down by a flurry of punches, his mouthpiece spurting out. Clay danced about him, arms outstretched above his head. Referee Tommy Hart had some difficulty getting Clay to go to a neutral corner. Moore arose at the count of 8. A series of combinations followed, forced him to sit down again.
Moore is sent to the canvas again by a barrage of punches.
Archie cumbrously regained his feet.
Second time, Archie gets to his feet to face the inevitable.
Another sequence of sharp punches put him down again, and referee, not bothering to count, stopped the fight.
And it's all over. Clay wins by a 4th round knockout, as predicted. It looks like this exciting 20-year-old is on his way to the heavyweight championship.
1 minute, 35 seconds in the predicted 4th round. The winner by knockout, still undefeated, Cassius Clay.
Archie Moore is a great fighter, and he did the best he could, as I have predicted. He must fall in 4.
Indeed,
and if you have witnessed it, you've seen he done fell in 4. Now I want Sonny Liston, and he must fall in 8.
Cassius Clay, ladies and gentlemen.
I said this would be my easiest fight. The critics and the boxing experts called me crazy, but no one knows boxing better than I do. I've had 15 professional fights and predicted 11 of them a knockout. This makes the 12th one, and that's not luck. That's know-how and natural skill.
Cassius proved, said Archie Moore with sobriety, that he was everything I thought he wasn't. I had hoped to stay close to him, wear him down, but it didn't work. I couldn't hit him. I don't know whether I'll retire. This might just have been a cloud that covered the sun. It was a cloudy night, but every morning brings a new ray of sunshine. And why should I complain? I've been stacking them up like cordwood for many years.
There's 18,000 people here to bear witness that I've talked the truth.
Cassius, thank you very much. Congratulations. Cassius Clay, and he talked non-stop there for about 3 minutes after the fight. I think he loves to talk more than he loves to fight.
After one more fight in 1963, a third-round knockout win over Mike Dibius in Phoenix, Moore announced his retirement from boxing for good.
On one of the most magnificent ring careers.
Subscribe to stay tuned, and don't forget to press the like button.